Hey loved ones, I'm Keyosha. It's pronounced Keyosha, meaning key of the ocean. I'm a life coach and a motivational speaker, known for my company Key Coaching, which focuses on self-betterment. In this podcast, I'm going to share with you what I've learned from being a coach. I'll provide you the keys not just to survive, but to thrive. Hey, and welcome back to Wisdom Wednesdays. Today's topic is stillness. With the way that things are in today's society, stillness is sometimes only a concept, as well as silence. I mean, even right now, there's noise coming from everywhere. We're so packed in. The world's population is at 7 billion, maybe 8. So having silence or stillness is nearly impossible to achieve, you would think. I mean, even when there's nothing happening in your house, your fridge is still running. And there's still a hum from a lot of different electronics. And so tuning those things out can feel very difficult. But now more than ever, trying to catch up after a world change, a lot of people are trying to work more. And obviously, they're working more because they want more financial flexibility or financial freedom, as I like to say. And so they're pretty much in constant motion trying to achieve manifestation, is another word for making money. But as I've mentioned in the past, we're not only functioning in this world in a physical way, we're obviously emotional, intellectual individuals. And so to try to achieve those things, you need a balance. You want to be able to obtain more or manifest, use the law of attraction, then you've got to try to be in alignment or balanced, not only in your body, but in your mind and your spirit. That's why sometimes you hear the saying body, mind, and spirit. Think of a boat. A boat can't float if you only have half a boat. It's going to sink. So you need balance to achieve that flotation, that steadiness. And stillness or silence is achievable through meditation. If you want to manifest, then taking a moment to be still in silence and meditate can actually help you in more than one way on all three of those topics: body, mind, and spirit. Your breathing is one of the steps to meditation. That's getting more oxygen around your body. Your breaths are not as shallow, they're deeper and they're taking in more. Another benefit is something I've mentioned previously as well, called the third eye. If you've never heard of it, then, you're going to hear about it right now. The third eye is also known as the mind's eye or your inner eye. And it's the gateway to wisdom. So when you open your third eye or you meditate and connect with your inner self and center yourself, then that representation of alignment. So, yeah, it's a representation of the alignment one achieves through meditation. So, your third eye is literally that understanding, your inner understanding, your inner awareness. And people sometimes are reluctant to meditate because it seems like you can't really achieve that peace. There are many who have tried it and gotten annoyed with the fact that they feel interrupted. Exterior noise can feel like an interruption. If you're trying to meditate and you have children that are running around and making noise while you're trying to do that, then it can be very distracting. It's really hard to like actually feel like you're at peace or centered. So, I mean, those are normal distractions, but then there's physical distractions and there's all kinds of things that make you feel like your meditation is being interrupted, so to say. There there's lots of people who can relate to the feeling of even guided meditation, like an actual voice prompting you to breathe, as an interruption in that peace and in that stillness. So, I mean, if that's the kind of thing that deters you, I would obviously recommend starting in as silent a room as possible. But you won't actually be able to achieve that stillness and that silence, that solitude, until you get deep enough into meditation. If you've tried meditation and then you've continued meditation, you realize that at points in your meditation, all of the noise pollution, even light pollution, just fades away. And you end up in that stillness and solitude that you were hoping for. The reason why we need stillness and solitude is because we're in kind of like a hustle culture where we think that the harder you work, the more you make. If you have more than one job, you're going to get further than if you're just working at one place. I mean, in today's day and age, people have genuinely admitted to having like more than 5 jobs in their lifetime. So job hopping is a real thing where people are like, I don't get paid as much here, and they hop to another job or they hop to another job. So you obviously think the more that you do with that concept, or working a full-time and a part-time, is going to get you further financially. But there's this viral video where, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of, like, I'm going to date myself, the movie Matilda. And there's like this sticky money game on the TV, and the money's flying around in the air. And the person has to try to catch as much money as they can. So they're running around and they're trying to get every dollar that they can before the timer runs out, and they can't catch any more money. And as much money as they go and they get and they catch is as much money as they get to leave with. So of course you'd be like, I'm going to go crazy in here and catch every dollar. And that's your immediate thought, right? You think that the more that you're moving, the more you're going to get. But there's a viral video that had a huge impact recently because the woman in the dome, or whatever it's called, she just stood still and put her hands against the wall. That was the highest collection of money. It just kept floating around her. I mean, the air spiral is going to keep going. The most amount of money caught was the woman who stood still She didn't chase, she attracted the money. She knew the law of physics, the law of attraction. Positive attracts positive, right? And so when you have a better understanding through strengthening your wisdom and increasing your enlightenment and expanding your mind by opening your third eye, you realize that in this world that we live in, wherever you are right now, everything that you're sitting on, leaning on, and surrounded by was created by a human just like you. They had an idea and they turned that idea in their head into a physical thing. And so there's actually a lot of power behind the ideas in our head and our manifestation from our mind. Sitting in stillness and allowing your thoughts to pass through you and not being rejecting them or judgmental, not allowing them to be negative, is the greatest way to start in meditation. But you can also meditate on opening your third eye and being more intuitive, as well as manifestation. It can literally attract money to you. It can attract physical items to you. It can attract positive people and positive connections to you. If you are manifesting that feeling that you get when those things come your way. Like if I told you that you got a bonus from your job or you won the lottery, you'd be ecstatic. You know, you'd be showing that joy in your body, in your face, everywhere around you and in you would be emanating that joy. So when you're thinking about money, instead of thinking in a stressed out way, like I have this and that many bills, or, you know, these are things that are too expensive, think of money as a thing that makes you happy when you're doing meditation and manifestation. If you've never tried meditation before, I want to break down the 7 steps of it so that it's easy for you to try it out. Yet again, not mentioning to bring out the pen and the paper from the jump, but go get you one. Play the video again if you do want to take as many notes as you need to. When you're meditating, the first thing you need to do is find a place to sit and then set a time limit. Know how long you're going to meditate for. Notice your breathing. And make sure that you're taking deep belly breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And allow your thoughts to pass without judgment or analysis. And be mindful of your body. In my head, I like to be mindful of my body by saying hi to each part, kind of like mentally. Hello, feet. Hello, legs. Didn't need to give a verbal example of that. yeah, be still. And as you're meditating, you're going to come to a state of calmness. Even a 3-minute meditation, if that's as much as you have for a day, can help way more than you think. That feeling of getting centered before you're hopping into the car quickly to go rush to work or wherever can change your ability to be cognitively in tune with even the safety while you're driving, that clarity of thought. And then the last step for your meditation is to always gently leave your meditation. So don't just like snap your eyes open, jump up and run, but just slowly open your eyes and pause for a moment and allow yourself to be on again instead of meditating. And then jump up and rush wherever you need to go. But at least come out of it gently. Um, meditation for me, a beneficial amount, I feel, is anywhere between like 25 to 30 minutes. Maybe 35 is really, really great because instead of just going into thoughts, because you're not judging them. So sometimes a thought can go on for a long time before you realize you're having that thought. And then you're like, what the heck? Why am I thinking about jumping into a lake of water? It's wintertime. You know what I mean? But at least it gives you that chance to like go into thoughts and then realize you're having them and come away from them and focus on your breathing again. Meditation is very much like a wave. So if you're just floating in the ocean on a boat or whatever, each wave comes and goes and you kind of just ride the wave, right? You're not going to let it like knock you down or whatever. You're just going to try to be calm and float. Keep your body relaxed. Think of meditation like that ocean. And you're going to get a wave of emotions and thoughts. Good thoughts, bad thoughts. I mean, I don't really feel like there is actual good or bad thoughts. I think that we all have eclectic thoughts is the word I'm going to use. And judging them is what makes them something more than they are. But thoughts are innocent. And as far as I know, no one can read your mind. So you're going to have big emotions and plenty of thoughts and sometimes not that many thoughts. You're going to be focusing on your breathing, and some of your thoughts might make you feel like you can't breathe. But it's that wave that you begin to recognize and find comfort in that can create a serene environment in your centered self. Not to mention the benefit of feeling like you have a better idea of reading other people, picking up on body language or like their aura or whatever. It's connected with understanding this part of your chakra, which I believe is ajna, but I don't want to be wrong. So don't quote me. So yeah, that's where it begins to get exciting. You feel comforted by your meditation and your manifestation is a result. Yeah. So the more you meditate, the more you become familiar and comforted by meditation, and the more you begin to recognize the waves, the upward motion, and the downward motion. And it's in those waves of great feelings and great thoughts that you can start to recognize what makes you feel great. What makes you physically smile when you're thinking about it without recognizing, wait a second, I'm smiling. Sitting here, you know? I grab those moments, and that's when I think about manifestation and the things that I want to come to me. Because the law of attraction is, positive attracts positive. So when you're sitting in a positive feeling and a positive thought, and you think about getting more money, like you can literally like feel it coming to you. And it's a magnificent, it's a magnificent pathway for manifestation. So yeah, your third eye or your ajna can help you see clearer in your day-to-day life. Meditation is the way to further opening your third eye or becoming more enlightened. And that also attracts you to manifestation. So yeah, don't forget the 7 steps are: take a seat, set a time limit, notice your body, feel your breath, notice when your mind has wandered. It's going to happen. Be kind to your wandering mind, and close with kindness, or in other words, gently lift your gaze. Oh, and if you found this information useful, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, click the links below, or follow me on any platform at Keyosha 333. Song suggestion of the week is Everything is Everything by Miss Lauryn Hill. Enjoy. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.